So as you may recall from our previous exercise, we're setting up our document for reproduction from a commercial CMYK output device. So I've set my printer to Adobe PDF, and my document profile is US Web-Coded Swap v2. My printer profile, let's imagine, is US Sheet-Fed Uncoded v2. Rendering intent is going to be relative colorimetric, which is only going to affect these placed RGB images. All the native objects that I've drawn inside of this illustration are going to remain as they are. Their CMYK numbers are not going to change because I have preserved CMYK numbers turned on. However, what's that going to look like? If indeed the printer profile is an accurate description of the press conditions, what can I expect to see happen to these colors? I want to preview that effect, and you can do that using a completely different command. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Done button in order to save my settings along with this file. Then I'll go up to the Edit menu, and remember this command, Assign Profile. If I go ahead and choose that command, then I can switch from my current profile, which is US Web-Coded Swap v2. I can switch to a different profile, and the profile I would choose is this guy right there, US Sheet-Fed Uncoded v2, because that's the one that I had specified in the print dialog box. I'll go ahead and choose that option. Now, ideally, you'd have a preview checkbox right here so you could see the change happen on screen, because we're not converting from one color profile to another. We're strictly assigning a different profile, which means that all the numerical CMYK values are going to stay the same. However, all of our colors are going to shift on screen because our profile is changing. So I'll go ahead and click OK, and you will see a change. Did you see that right there? So our colors became more dull. So we lost some of the life and saturation in these colors. So in order to do a before and after here, I'll press Control-Z or Command-Z on the Mac. That's what I was hoping my artwork would look like. A little more vivid, a little more vibrant. And then if I press Control-Shift-Z or Command-Shift-Z on the Mac, then I see Illustrator's prediction of how my colors are going to output. And now, by the way, if I was to press Control-P or Command-P on the Mac and switch over to color management, then I would see that the document profile is now US Sheet-Fed Uncoded v2. My printer profile, same thing, US Sheet-Fed Uncoded v2. And now I don't need to worry about a translation. Preserve CMYK colors is dimmed because no conversion is going to occur. I still have a rendering intent, though, and that's because of my imported images. So that gives you a sense of how to predict how your colors will commercially reproduce from Illustrator. In the next exercise, I'm going to show you how to adjust these settings if you're trying to print your illustration to a local printer that is one in your home or office.